here. Anyone who's watching after the stream should be able to see this part. I have chat right over here, so we're just going to wait for them to be able to see this. And once you guys can, let me know that you can see and hear me, and then we will get started with NightCrawler here. So let's wait a second. It's about a minute delay, so just a few more seconds till people can start seeing this. Hopefully. Sounds like we're good. Okay, so looks like we're good. Here we are with NightCrawler, the next one on the poll. And this guy won by a lot compared to the others. Now, I don't remember what the next two are. I think Home Depot Jack in the Box, and there's one more, but I can't remember what it is. But this guy definitely won, and it makes sense. He is scary. This is probably the scariest spirit prop in my opinion. The head is just insane, and then the jump scare is great. But yeah, he is really cool. So, as many of you probably know, this is one of the most difficult and long setups. So this might be a longer stream than usual. Probably is not going to be 30 minutes, but that's fine. We'll get through it. Last year we had a bit of troubles with the mech, so we'll see if that happens again. I do know how to fix that. So starting here, we have one of the spring-loaded legs right here. No motor, just a spring. And this helps spring him up. There's a lot of pieces that do that. Here's the pants, I think. No, this actually has the hood on it. So this is the front. This is kind of the shirt area. It's kind of weird. But yeah, because he's not human at all, it's a bit weird. So he is crazy crate. So we got a screwdriver ready. We got some scissors ready, just in case. Because yeah, this setup is pretty crazy. So he has a little hook here that's kind of getting snagged down at the bottom. But here's his mechanism right here. Now, it's in the out position right now. I'm hoping that's correct. I don't think it is, though, because these are going to come down. But there is a reset gear, and I think the reset gear is going to help us with that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it does look like it brings them in like that. So now we can adjust them, so that actually helps. Okay, so you're going to want him, I'm going to have to think about this, but I think you're going to want him when he's getting set up, something like this, because his next two pulls come down at a weird angle. And that's what kind of stopped us last year. Here is his head. This is probably one of the best heads for Spirit, in my opinion. He is just terrifying. Look at how cool that is. If you can see the eyes too, I'm not sure if the quality is good enough to see that, but he's got like veins visible in his eyes, full latex head, which is great. Awesome detail and terrifying look. Yeah, so cool. We have, let's see, the hands, lots of them, 4 different hands. We have another leg right here, and these are one of the back legs. Here is first hand, second hand right here, which is snagged. Both of those have the same side thumbs, so one is a back, one is a front. Another hand, this is the other side, and then we have the other one at the bottom. So let's take out some leg pieces. Here is a base piece right here. His base is made up of like 20 pieces or something crazy. So here is one of the legs, another spring-loaded. When is the werewolf unboxing? Soon. That is pretty much ready now, so yeah, I will try to get that up soon. Here is the other back leg, but I'm excited for that one. There's also a new prop coming today, which I don't know what it is, because there are 4 different things coming, or 5 with the Phantom, but I don't know which one it is. It's 15 pounds, that's all I know. So we'll see. New video coming soon on whatever that is. But yeah, the werewolf is amazing, and we've now seen videos of stores that have it all up, Home Depots. So everything looks great. The Phantom, I think, looks awesome. He does look a bit cheap because I think it needs to be ironed. But other than that, he looks huge. R to the J, thank you for the $2 donation. What animatronic would you recommend under $250? Well, this guy, NightCrawler. You can still find him in stores. He is a high recommendation for me. Even though he's crazy crate, he's one of the better quality ones, and he's lasted amazingly. He's gone off so many times. We had over 1,000 people walk through our haunt, not just come to it, but walk through. So this guy was triggered over 1,000 times easily. And the year before that, probably about 800. So he's gone so many times, and he's lasted perfectly fine. So he seems to be awesome quality. And of course, if something does break, they are great with that, with helping you repair it or just sending you a new part. But yeah, this guy for sure. There's probably a few others, not too many from this year because most of them are above that. There's a lot of expensive ones this year, but I don't know. There's not too many that are 250 or under now. There's some other companies though. Party City has some good ones that I'd recommend checking out, and they have coupons. Home Depot has amazing stuff. But yeah, here is one of the swaying ones. This goes at the base and helps him sway. It has a spring that doesn't do much because this one's not motorized. This other one here, this is the motorized sway. So it's two different mechanisms. The jump up is completely separate from the sway, and this is all done by two motors actually, it looks like, which is cool. I haven't actually seen that, two motors in one part. But the sway is awesome. I think that adds so much to him. And it's really impressive they did that all in the tiny little body design. Here's the head screw. Here we have some other screws that are out of the bag, but they're still down here luckily, so we'll get those out. I'm not sure if we're going to need these. I only remember 2 head screws, so I don't think we're going to actually need these, but we'll keep them just in case. Got the bag of screws right there. So our last piece right here is just the adapter. So let's start the setup. We have a lot to do here. This is one of the difficult ones for sure. We get the lava demon. I'm still considering him. I really love it. And I do have a pretty good spot because we are going to have like a fire smoldering type section with the Menard's Reaper, Harbinger, ones like that. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Party City one yet. I think he's amazing though. I love the fog feature too. Fog features are always awesome, and they did a great job with that. It was really clever. All right, so we start not on the base. This is one of the few ones where we don't start down there. We start with this right here. So we can attach our first pieces, which are already attached actually, right here. It looks like those were the first 2. Yeah, G and G. So those are already attached from last year. So that helps us out just a bit. But now we have these pieces down here. So these are going to come down onto this. But actually, let's get the clothing on first. It looks like the clothing is what it wants us to put on first. And that makes sense. That is going to make it a bit easier. Still pretty difficult. But here are the pants, I think. Yeah, these are the pants. So we don't need those yet. This is what we need right here. Want to make sure that hood is up. And then our arms can go around it. So we'll lay this down. Now, the easiest way to do this, luckily we have this free now, so this will be easier than last year. The easiest way to do this would probably be just sliding it down one a bit and then coming back with the other. Kind of like how we do a normal animatronics clothing, but just a bit more difficult and on the ground. Makes it a pretty weird setup being on the ground like this. But let's see, we have one leg kind of started here. The other one is being a bit more difficult. Actually, if we, let's see, there's a big Velcro section too. I'm not sure if that's going to do much. No, it doesn't look like that's going to do much. So, all right, here. Might be able to just slide one fully in and then go to the next. That might make it easier. All right, there we go. Boxed woman, I don't plan on getting her, although her movement's incredible for a retail prop. Really fast and really cool concept. She's scary looking too. But yeah, she's fast. That's impressive. We don't see ones that fast usually. Kind of like Boogeyman's head, but a full body mech doing that. Okay, so both are actually there now. But I want to make sure we have this on right, because it is difficult and weird. Let's see how this looks. I am not sure I cannot tell at all if we did this right. Well, here's the hood. That would not make sense, though. I don't know. This is really confusing. All I can tell is that there's the white piece for the head that's facing forward. So we do need to find that, and hopefully that's facing the right way. Nope, it is not. So hold on. Let's do that one more time here. Have to make sure that is facing the correct way. But his sensor is actually facing backwards here. So that's weird. There we go. That's better. Okay. Like that. Now we can slide it in the correct way. There we go. There's one. And there's two. Okay. Slide this all the way up. Like that. And then we have our other one right here. Now that's correct. So we can continue on to our next leg pieces, which I believe are these right here. This is labeled G, so yep, this is right. Now, oh wait, that bends this way, and I think they do go in like that. That would make sense. So it'll go like this, and this will keep the clothing down, so we don't have to worry about that coming up. I don't know where this other one is. Here it is. And this is going to do the same thing and cross paths with this one like this. And then these will be spread out when he goes down into the down position like that. And that creates his form right there. So very, very strange prop, but it's awesome when it works. Bring this hood up just a bit. This does look correct, so that's good. And this is going to have to go around the back weird. But yeah, it's weird. We'll come back to that in a bit. Now we have the base. So, starting with B right here, just a little cross. Yeah, we can go to little skelly bones in a bit. So, the one thing I do really like about this setup is they do B to B connections. So, stuff like letter matching. It's not A attaches to B. It's actually the letter matches the letter. Those make it a lot easier, especially for ones with this many poles. Let's see. I'm missing one B pole. I think it's over in this pile. This is actually, yeah, this is a B. And the B goes to C on this one. So there's two B's that go to C's, and then two that are just BB. So this is not fitting in too great there. So let's slide that out, try it in this one. This is actually a really rusted pole, so that one's going to be a bit difficult. There's another weird connection here. Now, I don't know if two of these have to, yeah, two of these look like they have to face the same way, so this looks like we're doing it right here. Now, I'm not sure if it's back or front that they face, but it's one of the two there. Then we have two back arms. Where's the other B? Here it is. This is our final one that goes in here. And then that's a C down there. So some of them go to B, and then some of them go to C. So that's pretty weird. But there we go. Let's take that out. But yeah, this one, that fits in now. That's really, really weird. I don't know why they do that. That does not make sense. But now we have this piece right here, which is B to A. So A is a connector. So I don't think this matters where this goes. But I don't know where this B to C piece goes. That one, it looks like is labeled the same as another one. So there should be two that are B to C. So I'm not sure why I only have one. That might be a mistake there, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. We have this right here. B connects to B up here, and this is part of the swaying right there. I have not received the Monty head yet. That comes tomorrow. We have another B to C. So here this is. Found that. But he already has all the B poles. So I guess we can put this down back here. Actually, yeah, I know how these go. These go up to the back legs, so that makes sense. So actually, yeah, I do see how this goes. We're going to get this one. This makes a lot more sense now. This one is going to go like this, and this is what controls all the mechanics for the sway movement. This will go up his arm and connect to the control box to control when he sways. And then now, these are in a weird position, but hopefully that doesn't matter. Now, it doesn't want us to connect those yet. We can slide these on. There's two that go in the front, and the way you can tell is they have little latches that just clip on like that, so they can't move. Here's the other one right here. The back two do not have those. The back two just slide right down onto the poles. So now we have C to D, and C to D are the back legs over here. As you can see, it just slides in barely. This one is another rusted pole, so it's kind of difficult to get in. We'll try to actually take this one out and switch it over here. See how that works. Some of them just fit better and the others, yeah, that one works better. We have another C to D right here. Let's see if this one fits. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's the completed base. Now there's a few supports that you can do right here. This one is a B to B to A. Missed something right over here. Let's go up. The Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $5 donation. Will you be getting, and it went away, Tombstone Terror from Spirit? I don't plan to. Tombstone Terror, he is, I think, the cheapest of the season, so that's cool. And he was manufactured in the USA, which is rare for Spirit, especially for animatronics. That does not happen. So that is cool. It's a cool test, but I don't think I'll be getting him because I don't really like the look. He is kind of just generic looking as a Tombstone prop, but he is a good budget prop, especially because he is the cheapest of the season. Now I'm going to take out this here, and we're going to try to slide these in at the same time, like that. That'll make it easier. Then we can slide this back. There we go. The whole thing's all connected now into one big base. So, looks cool. Now we have our piece that we already assembled, and that can go on next. It does recommend putting these on right here, but we don't need to do that just yet because we do have this front piece. But first, before we put this on, I do want to make sure we have this all correct because it's really a confusing piece. And it seems like I do. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I think so. I think we're good. But a snap lock just fell out. This is F, it looks like. Yeah, E and F. One goes into E. Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $10 donation. Are you getting Barry? I want to. Not 100% sure on him yet, but he is really cool. I love Barry. I think for a laser swamp, he would look awesome. All right, let's slide these on like this. Yes, that's much better than last year. Last year, this was a really big problem down here. Try to slide this in. Actually, let's get this one in first. That's going to be better because this one can sway with it. Just kind of adjust it how it goes. That looks good. That one snapped in. Okay, so he is now attached here, and we can kind of fix this up, not permanently yet, but we can slide this down over this. We are going to have to, before we attach everything, attach the wire to the control box because that runs up the leg, so we don't want to do that way later. That'll make it too difficult. Now, he does have a problem here getting around this spring because he has like an inner cloth, which is actually cool. I like that. It's good quality. But yeah, the inner cloth is annoying for getting around stuff like the springs. But there, I think I did. Nope, doesn't look like it. There we go. Okay, so this slides all the way down and covers all that up. All that movement in these skinny little arms, that's pretty impressive. So we're just going to twist these till they look correct. That looks good. That one already looks good. So you can see his form right there. Looks cool. Now we have our back legs. Let's actually get this out of the way. Spin him. He's one of the easiest to move, which is good. Slide that down right there. Slide this down. We have our legs right here. Doesn't look like it matters which one goes on which side. They're both labeled D, I believe. Yep, both labeled D. Will you get any props from Lowe's? I don't think so. I don't know actually if Lowe's does a sale, end of the year sale. Home Depot does, but I'm not actually sure about Lowe's. If they do, I'm going to be really tempted to get the Mummy. The Mummy is awesome. I love that thing. But it's expensive. I don't think I would get it just full price because I do have a lot of 12-footers. Let's make sure you guys can see all this back here. Yeah, looks good. All right. Slide down one pant leg. Now, yes, we do have them correct. You can tell because there's a hole in the back for the control box. We just want to make sure that is positioned correct. All right. We'll just slide that down a bit. We don't want to slide it down all the way, just enough to stay. Oh, that's not staying though. We'll go a bit farther here. It's a bit difficult to get around the foam, but you do want to keep that foam there. Keep that there because that will cover up the knees. And Derek L., thank you so much for the $10 donation. Love watching your videos, Brick, from a 50-year-old horror nerd. Thank you so much. We have one leg down, and then we have the other one right here. But yeah, this actually was not too bad. This is not as bad as last year. Last year, with the mechanism being all messed up, that took a while. I don't know. I want to check how long. I didn't keep that stream up, but that should still be on YouTube somewhere. So I want to check how long that year took. I know the first time I set this up, I had to edit that video so much down because that took forever. That first time was very difficult. All right. So we have both legs on now. Just want to position these correctly. And also, this goes all the way down. These are going to go further, like that. So they're positioned a bit weird. It gives them a lot of excess, but that is good because we want to get this next mechanism piece in right here. H and H. And this actually puts his controls facing backwards so you can get through it from the back. So H is going to go on here. I'm not going to snap lock it in just yet because we want to get it on this side too. Now, that's weird. Let's try going from here first. This is a very strange connection. Does not line up at all. Yeah, that's really actually bad. That does not line up one bit. Try that again. That's a bit better. Got that side down. This side is barely down. What's wrong with your Monty head? Good question. It's actually not noticeable at all if you don't watch a ton of Monty videos, but if you see some other Montys, especially just right by it compared to it, you can tell that the mouth has a problem. It's in the spring. The spring is placed wrong, so his mouth gets stuck in the middle, and it doesn't go all the way up or all the way down. So I'm getting a new one of those. Actually, something I want to try here. Let's try just hammering this in a bit more. Try to be careful with it because it is kind of cheap metal here, but let's see if this works. That does. That already snapped in. Try to get this one a bit better here. This seems like a piece you can probably just keep on. I don't see why you couldn't here. This might be better to keep on just because it gets stuck like that. But there we go. We're good there. Now he has a lot of wires, so even though we're going to pull the clothing just a bit like this, we're going to keep this exposed because we do have to wire him up a lot. So I want to make sure this is good here. It looks really weird right now, but I think it's correct. I don't know. It looks really weird. This is not how it's supposed to look back here because this is all twisted up still, but I think it'll work. It looks pretty good here. Let's see. That's fine for now, I think. Yeah, it should be good. You can access the box. Okay, so we have a connector piece now, which is this right here. Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $5 donation. Are you getting the 6-foot hooded Phantom from Spirit? I love that thing. I saw it at Transworld, actually. He is huge. That thing I was not expecting to be that big because it's 6 feet. Doesn't seem that big. compared to props we get now, but he's impressive. And that thing, it looks awesome. The phrases are great. Everything about that thing is pretty cool. So I do want him, but again, the pricing's high. I don't know if I will. But yeah, he is cool. Okay, so I don't know exactly how this is supposed to be. I think just like that, but the other way. I think it's supposed to bend like that. This is very posable metal here, so doing that is fine to it. It won't snap as long as you're careful. But then we can pull this up like that, and this should connect pretty well. It's not going to be perfect, but now we have this piece, which kind of gives him some form, because he shouldn't look too skinny here, and it should be able to actually Velcro to this to kind of help the clothing out too. So we'll slide this down. There we go. That side's in. That side is already in. So this just comes up and Velcros to the top here. There's a little bit, I don't know exactly where it is. It looks to be on the top of the plastic piece. Yep, top of the plastic piece here, right here, that it comes up to and Velcros. That also kind of covers up his mechanism from stuff getting caught inside. So that's good. Just line that up better like that. Looks good. Like that. Yeah, that gives him a nice form. That looks much more realistic now. So we can take this over like this. And this is just going to attach down here. So I'm not going to attach this yet because we need to connect a lot of wires. Luckily, this is one you guys can see. So we have this very big multicolor wire here, and that probably goes to one of the motors because that's a lot going on. We have a sensor wire, which is probably a direct connection. Usually that's what these are. It's actually stuck around something right now. This is the one that runs down the leg a bit. Not fully down the leg. There's another one for that. Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $5 donation. How do you get your actors for your haunt? We do a lot of advertising, and last year we just did a big post and asked for help, and a lot of people wanted to. A lot of them are friends or family, but yeah, we are going to be hiring some people this year, and I think doing auditions too, so that'll be fun. But yeah, it's mainly just that. This piece actually fell off here, so we're going to try to get this back on real quick. There we go. Try to snap that down. Oh, it's close. There we go. That's better. Now, there's this IR sensor wire. This needs to come over here, over the control box, I believe, and then down, direct connection to the control box, which is just in the back here. There we go. Okay, so make sure that's fully in. That's good. Now there's this. I think this is probably an LED wire. That's usually what that looks like. So that's going to run to the head. So we don't have anything for that yet because the head is not on. So let's put the head on and connect those last few wires here. Here it is, right here. I have these taped back so they don't get stuck. Bombshell Slashers, can I get hired maybe? If you live by here, totally come to the big info day. But yeah, if you live around here, we need a lot of actors this year. I think there's 14 different positions, and then there's staff as well who are going to basically do what I'm doing, just walking around, making sure everything's good, make sure everyone's doing okay. So, yeah, we're going to need a lot of people this year. All right, let's try to slide this on. Okay, this is one of the sections that requires a screw. Doesn't technically need it, but it is probably a good idea. This is one of the props that would probably fling off with how fast the movement is. Now, there's one wire to the head. I don't know where this last wire comes from. It could be this bottom one. I think there's one still down by the leg. So this light goes like this. There we go. And then we have this wire. Yes, it's this one. So this is going to slide all the way up the leg here. Let's take the clothing like this. That'll make it a bit easier. We'll just slide it up as far as we can, and I can grab the rest from probably pretty easily. There we go. Okay, So that's slid up now. Slide that all the way so we don't see any excess wire there. And now we can connect those. So they're connected now. It looks like everything should be wired up. So lots of wiring, but I think we're good. Let's cover everything up with the clothing there. Now, oh yeah, mine has a defect on the head. He actually did not come with any Velcro up here. Usually there's a Velcro on the hood and on the head, but he does not have any. So that will probably come off in the demo, but that's fine. I'll probably hot glue that for Halloween. Doesn't need to be permanent. Now we have this down here. We have this section. These are the pants that need to connect to the shirt here. This is another piece that I don't believe has any Velcro when it should. It should have Velcro to there, but I don't think mine does. So that's another problem here. But I think we're good to just connect this all. I do want to make sure as much of the wires are hidden though, because there's a lot of wires here that could be hanging out. Let's just make sure this is all Velcroed up. Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $5 donation. What is your favorite animatronic this year for Spirit? I'd probably go with Nozzles. There's a lot of close ones. It's Nozzles versus Monty, I think. But I'd go for Nozzles instead, I think. It's close, though. But yeah, Nozzles is so cool. He is a great concept, very unique, something that is not really a common idea. And I love fogging props, especially when they're unique like that. It's pretty cool. So we have a bit more Velcro here. It's weird though. It's definitely got some defects here. Usually they would have a lot more Velcro around this, but for some reason the Velcro didn't get put on mine too much. But that does not look bad there. This can be Velcroed up, but actually let's check our audio. Now Crazy Create did include the plus and minus, so that's nice. He's on sensor mode, so he is ready. Let's just Velcro this up. Don't want to see any wires here. All right. Now, let's twist him towards the camera better. We have one last thing here, which is just creepy cloth. However you want to place it, can. This is still messed up back here. The pants are very messed up. I don't know what's wrong with this. I think it's just kind of put on wrong, but usually this would be a bit better back here. There we go. Okay, so we have this right here, the creepy cloth. This can just go kind of however you want it to, but I think the way it's like actually laid out kind of makes this look good. We can drape it over the entire body section here, which also helps hide that seam where the Velcro is supposed to be, and then it comes down by the shoulders. Make sure that looks good in the front. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We can adjust this right here. All right, so he's looking awesome right there. He looks scary. R found one. Bravo, and building him in about 30 minutes. Let's check. 33 minutes. Yeah, we did it. Okay, so yeah, that was probably faster than last year. Isaiah Ivy, thank you for the $2 donation. Of all time, what animatronic do you recommend? If you have a high budget for one, then I'd say one of the larger Home Depot ones. I think that stuff is amazing. Cackles too. Cackles for Party City. If you have a really high budget for something like that, go for that. There was a video released today. He looks amazing quality, and he moves, and he's huge. But for a lower budget, this guy is amazing. Great scare, great look. Seems to be good quality for a jump scare. So everything kind of works with this. But I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. Older ones tend to break easier because they're older and because they've been used. So also, pricing on older ones get really high. So something newer would probably be a good idea. But yeah, I don't know. NightCrawler is a great one for lower budget. Lucky Bottoms as well. But if you have a higher budget, I'd say go for one of the bigger ones. That's what the audience remembers. Stuff like that is great. All right, so he is ready. Let's plug him in. We'll plug this in back here, and then we will go over and plug it into the wall. So I think he has a external speaker jack, which is what is kind of confusing here. But I don't actually see, oh, the adapter port's on the side. There we go. Okay, so that is connected there. Let's bring this around to the front. And let's have him reset. He has to do a quick little reset here. Okay. Hopefully he starts resetting. Yep. So everything should be wired up then. Looks like he's getting censored as well. All right. Try to censor him here. It's awesome. His audio is so eerie and just totally creepy as well. Trigger him one more time. Now, so one thing I like doing is I like unplugging the LEDs, because then you don't know when he's going to go off. See? Like that would totally scare someone in a haunt, because there is no way of telling that he's about to do something. Also, if we bring the camera up close, his eyes just look terrifying. They're the dark gray they're super detailed as well. I think it just looks so much creepier and more realistic like this. But yeah, he's absolutely amazing. Keep him in that up position right there. Don't want his springs to wear out. Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $10 donation. Do you like the Butcher? Yes, I do. Butcher's awesome. He has a great audience reaction. And yeah, we have had him at the haunt for 2 years now, I think. Maybe this last year might have been the first year, actually. I don't remember, but he is really cool. And he's scary looking. I do love the concept as well. So we have NightCrawler here. We're going to come back to him at the end of the stream. Let's just do a few demos today because that was a longer one, but we'll be back tomorrow with whatever you guys vote. So what do you guys want to see? Let's see. First request. Mr. Punchy. That's the first request I see. Here he is right over here. All right, and then we see Monty. But I did say we'll go to Lil Skelly, so we'll do that after as well. This is one we're definitely going to want to turn those lights off for. Let's let this ball inflate a bit.
Come closer. I have something to tell you. It's so funny. I promise you'll die laughing.
Ball's not fully inflated just yet, so let's let that run a bit more. His lighting at night looks amazing, though. All right, it's getting close. Okay, that's probably better.
Round and round I go. Where I stop, soon you'll know.
He's awesome. So there he is, Mr. Punchy. Now, I did say Monty, so we'll go over here to Monty, but then let's go to Little Skelly Bones because I did say we'll do him after the stream, or after the unboxing there. So here is Monty. No fixed head yet. He does have the fixed feet, but the head should be here tomorrow, so that's exciting. All right. Try to censor him here. His sensor takes a bit to warm up. There he goes. Halloween animatronics with Vittorio. Thank you for the $3 donation. Today I got NightCrawler. Congratulations. He is awesome. Oh, let's try to unplug him there. Okay. But yeah, that is awesome. He is great. So, little Skelly Bones. Let's twist over here. Here he is. He does not have his adapter. His adapter is currently in Dr. Illume. So let's go back here and take this out. I've just been switching those two because they are the easiest and closest together to switch. So there we go. Plugged in there. Let's plug it into the wall. We'll also adjust these feet, make his sensor show. His sensor is on the foot there. His other foot needs to go around the hoop. And there he goes. Just going to reset real quick. All right, let's trigger him.
3, 2, ready or not.
He is so fast. Bombshell Slashers, thank you for the $2 donation. Butcher is not set up right now, and he's actually not at our house right now. He's at my friend's house. He's the one who owns him. Oh, there he goes again. But yeah, we will probably do an unboxing of him eventually. If not, he will be demoable in further streams.
But the dead will prey on you.
Yes, we will go back to NightCrawler. Let's let this guy reset real quick. Yeah, he'll be the last one for anyone who missed him. All right, there's a little Skelly Bones. He's fast. So let's do one more. Halloween animatronics with Vittorio. Thank you for the $3 donation. I am a VIP at my Spirit Halloween. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, a lot of people go to Spirit a ton, and it's good to get to know the managers and people like that. So you might already know them if you're a VIP, but if you don't, definitely get to know them because it can help while getting stuff like ISEs, and it's always great to get the number of the Spirit as well because they all have their personal numbers. So it's good to get stuff like that in case you're trying to buy ISEs or new stock props. Hunter Haunts, thank you for the $5 donation. Would you recommend Nozzles or Monty? Yes, I'd recommend both. Here's Nozzles right here, and then Monty right over here. They both look great. Monty is a bit cheaper by $50. With a coupon, Monty's around $230. With a coupon, Nozzles is around $260 maybe. But both are great. I like Nozzles more. If you have a higher budget, I'd say go for Nozzles, especially if he fits your theme, but both are awesome. All right, so I see a lot of Nozzles. So let's let his fog machine, which is actually already heating up and ready. This may have been on for a while now, but that is ready. So let's do one Nozzles demo here, and then we'll go back to NightCrawler for anyone who missed that. There he goes. He's amazing. Unplug that there and unplug the machine. But yeah, he is awesome. Releases a ton of fog too. So there he is. Let's go back over here to NightCrawler for anyone who missed him. He's looking creepy over here. Let's get enough of a camera angle to see that. Reset. And let's plug him in. I'll do the quick reset here. His reset's actually surprisingly quick for such a big motion. There it goes. And even while resetting, he looks terrifying, especially when he's swaying. I love that they did this way, so the reset even is scary. All right, we'll let him reset so that we can keep his springs in good condition here. There he goes. But there he is, NightCrawler. He is awesome. So tomorrow we'll be back with another stream, and you guys can still vote in the community tab for what you guys want. I know there's a lot of close votes right now. I think it might just be the last two or three are very close. So go vote. You can totally still change it. And it looks like, actually, let's see, they're tied right now. They are tied. So you guys can totally still change it. If it is a tie, I don't know what we'll do. We'll see. But tomorrow, it should be changed. It's Home Depot Jack in the Box and one other. But yeah, it's close. So go vote if you haven't already. But we'll be back tomorrow with one of those. But there he was, NightCrawler. He is awesome. I totally recommend him. You can still find him in box in stores, and I think I've actually seen some stores who still set him up. So totally go for it if you can. But there he is, NightCrawler. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.